Welcome, revelers. This is Off the Rails, Right versus Left, the podcast that we do because we think the left is evil. I'm Rob B.
And I'm Brad Lee.
And I'm Brian G.
And we are Off the Rails, Right versus Left. Again, we're doing this show because we think everybody needs to know that the left is evil.
Well, welcome, revelers. Looks like Brad's comatose there. You there, bro?
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. So, today was kind of funny. Brad sent me this story, and I just thought it was funny, and I started trying to research on it. Because I mean, this was the original story. So let's.
Dude, you gotta play that Fox 26 video from fucking TikTok. That is fucking hilarious.
There's a Fox 26 video from TikTok?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
No, that's not what you sent me.
Yeah, I sent you a fucking... I've sent you a couple of things.
All right, well, we'll pull that up. But here is the original story. This is what I pulled up when I clicked the link.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, woman sentenced to 9 years for stealing 1.5 million in chicken wings.
That's 11,000 boxes of chicken wings. Dude, they don't serve chicken wings to kids, do they? In school? Because she was a lunch lady.
Yeah. So,
but they don't feed them. They don't feed chicken wings to kids because of the bones.
So I went scrolling through here, and I'm just looking for it. I'm just like, where is a picture of the criminal? Oh, wait. What do we know? If the picture's not there, what does it always tell us?
Oh, it doesn't even have to be the picture. Does it mention the race in the article at all?
No, I don't know. I don't think
so. No, but if it was a white person
that
had done that, or Asian or Mexican, they would have told you the race. But they don't tell you in this because, I mean, well, we all know. There it is.
There she is. There she is. So this wonderful
dude, that's
woman,
Lori Lightfoot's fucking girlfriend, isn't it?
I don't know.
She's in Chicago.
Her name is Vera Lydell. She's being held at Cook County Jail, where she's going to begin serving 9-year sentence after stealing $1.5 million worth of chicken wings. Okay, so I've got a problem.
Wait a minute. What about what are the Kansas City Chiefs defensive end? he was like, "What? I'll pay to get her out." Because she fucking did that. I'm like, what the fuck? But go ahead.
So, yeah, $1.5 million in fraud or embezzlement. Any white person does that, they're going to prison for a long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a fact.
Well, it doesn't tell us what happened to the chicken wings in the article either, does it?
No.
Well, it's that time for another.
So, anyway, so here's the video that Brad wanted me to play.
Well, it's that time for another edition of Crazy Ass Criminals. Chasing chicken wing dreams during the pandemic was a mission Vera Lydell in Chicago was on, and the slick-ass senior citizen had no chill. Prosecutors say the Harvey School District Food Service manager stood on business. She ordered over 11,000 cases of chicken wings that never touched the longing lips of any students. The total loss to the damn district was $1.5 million. So the question is, what did the looting lunch lady do with the wandering wings? Investigators are also puzzled by that, but we know those wings didn't just fly the hell off on their own. Vera Lydell was arrested and faces felony charges now. For now, she's booked in the Cook County Jail, where she will get 3 hots in a cot, but not likely any of those damn chicken wings.
Bro, dude, you gotta do something about the feedback through your mic.
Oh,
because that was an echo. Soon as you turn your mic off to cough, soon as you muted your mic to cough, the echo stopped. I was like, oh shit.
There is that
'Cause it was
better?
I don't know. It's not. You're not sharing your screen now.
So
When
yeah,
you were sharing your
I
screen and that guy was talking, it was like echoing.
that's weird. It shouldn't have been echoing because I turned off the mic. It shouldn't have picked anything up. That's weird. Anyway, so that was too funny. But
It was
see,
hilarious, man. I heard him talking about that on Crowder. I was like, Jesus Christ! I said we have to talk about this.
well, I was trying to show the story, but it keeps trying to like send me down like link farms on this one. So
Yeah, because there was a bunch of this about this lady.
no, not even that. Like, check this out.
Chris,
Like, I'm like, who the fuck steals chickens? Well, apparently not just one person.
chicken wings?
Chickens.
Oh, well, I mean,
Yeah,
dude,
but still, like,
chickens,
I was looking for
chickens
stolen
are
chicken wings, and like, so this one, like, some animal rights group, like, jacked a bunch of fucking chickens.
I fucking hate it, dude. Yeah, you're gonna steal a bunch of chickens that are free range. Why are you stealing? They're not in a factory farm or something.
So
Were
and
they?
it's no, and it's not even just a U.S. thing. So hold on. So I got another one. Ah, shit. Why isn't okay? So here's another one.
Malaysian man gets 16 months jail for stealing more than 10,000 chickens from Singapore. Oh, he's lucky. All he got is 16 months
Well,
in Singapore.
okay, but that's $43,000 worth of chickens. Like
Yeah, easy.
that bitch stole $1.5 million. How the fuck is she only getting 9 years?
Well, is she being charged in the U.S.?
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying? Like 1.5 million, anybody fucking Martha Stewart got fucking what, 5 years for fucking insider
Yeah.
trading? Like she didn't directly rip anybody off. This person directly ripped off the government, and she only got 9 years. I don't know. Let's see here. I had more, but like they kept trying to link farm me, and I wasn't like doing it. But
Oh my God! It took them too long. How long did it take them to find out they were missing these chickens? Look, the chicken distribution firm discovered the theft after two workers spotted major discrepancies in last year's stock figures. Oh shit! What happened to these chickens? Well, how come we didn't find out back then? I don't know. I was just winging it.
it's crazy, right? The fuck, dude! I hate these news places that like. Okay, so you think that's you think that's bad? So here's another one. Hold on. God, these fucking ads are driving me crazy, man. Like you can't even see the headline because of the ads. Okay, here. There we go. No.
What?
The ad is blocking the story to the point where you can't see the freaking
Story?
headline. Yeah. Anyway, down here below the stupid ad that won't go away. Look at this. Gang steals 133,000 kilograms of
chicken in one of the rarest major heists. What the fuck? What's going on with chicken? Why is chicken such a hot commodity?
This is why I said like I went looking for the chick that stole chicken wings, and it just
And
like
you went down a rabbit hole?
Dude, it turned into the biggest fucking rabbit hole like ever.
Oh.
But dude, 30 thieves stole 133 tons of chicken from a factory.
I'm gonna search how many chickens are stolen each. Okay, stolen.
Foul play in Washington in the city's history
Ah!
of chicken thievery. So 1890, thieves stealing chickens in Washington, D.C.
What? Who's growing chickens in D.C.? Who's raising chickens in D.C.?
Okay,
What the
so
fuck?
so you got to remember, Washington, D.C. being a city is actually a relatively new thing because it was never supposed to be a city. But anyway, but no, that was like, what is this? Of course, there's the game Sea of Thieves where you can actually like go and steal pigs and chickens. Anyway, that was just like freaking hilarious. That
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh, look at, so I'm trying to find, I typed into the Amazon search engine, how many chickens are stolen in the world? And it automatically takes me to these leftist fucking sites. How many animals are factory farmed? More than 80 billion land animals are slaughtered. How half
thank
a
God,
million
yum
hens
yum.
were saved from slaughter? Annual number of chickens slaughtered. I'm like, what? I want to know how many are stolen. Oh, so they're stolen because fucking you guys are activists. That's what it is.
So let's scroll down the MSN feed here. Police search for thieves responsible for a string of smash and grab burglaries at a West Loop business. Okay, that's Houston. Detectives ID suspects in a string of local burglaries in LA. Car storage, like, wait, what the fuck? Like, it's funny that, oh, here it is, hidden down here. Illinois school worker pleads guilty to stealing $1.5 million worth of chickens.
Oh, no big story here. You just
So,
the city just got fucking screwed out of a bunch of taxpayer dollars.
but that's not the only one stealing from classrooms. Let's see here. Where's the video? Here we go. What the hell? I love when the video's done before you even get to it. Where's the video? Where's the video? Okay, well, I can't get the video, but even the bears are getting in on the action. Bear breaks into a school and steals the school
What?
lunches.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man, that's great.
Dude, I just like the whole thing like just led down a rabbit hole. So like literally after you sent me that story, like I just kept going and I'm just like I kept just finding weirder and weirder shit.
That's hilarious.
So and did you also hear like the weirdness of like the one cartel guy like came to the US because he accepted a plea deal with the American government and he kidnapped another like drug cartel leader as part of his agreement, and now they're like Mexico's talking about charging him with treason for stealing their precious drug dealer.
Really?
Yeah.
But now he's over here
Yeah, he's here. But they're talking
with
about
the
like
other guy.
charging anybody who helped him. So let's see here. Here we go. Let's share that. I hate what it freaking does with these freaking ads, so it's hard to share the story. So, okay. So here's the headline. Mexican prosecutors consider treason charges after U.S. jails drug lord El Mayo Zambada. So, like, literally, they arrested the one guy. Oh, it's El Chapo's son. Like, came to turn himself into the U.S. The U.S. authorities, but he took down his dad's old competition, El Mayo, kidnapped him and brought him and turned him in too. So instead of thanking the United States for nabbing Zambada, Mexican prosecutors are considering bringing treason charges against Guzman and anyone else involved in the plot. So it tells you that the Mexican government considers these cartel leaders like part of it. So yeah, it's so weird. Like it just like so much strange stuff. So, and then of course I came to even more weird shit. Dude, I've told you that y'all are getting the rabbit hole this year or for this episode because I like just found so much weird shit. So, weird crimes from 2022. A man murdered over Bigfoot.
What?
Got in an argument with somebody over Bigfoot and the guy killed him.
Oh my God, who killed him? Oh, why did he kill him? What's the whole story here?
So he and fellow fisherman Jimmy Glenn Knighton went noodling in the South Canadian River in southeast Oklahoma. Later that day, Sanders came home alone and told his daughter that he murdered Knighton. Not much is known about what was said on the trip except what Sanders told the officers. Knighton had summoned Bigfoot to come and kill Sanders.
But Bigfoot didn't come, and so he decided to kill him anyways. That's insane.
So he says that he summoned Bigfoot to kill his friend, and his friend didn't want to be left in the woods alone with Bigfoot. So he ended up fighting with his friend and killed his friend.
I thought it was like Bigfoot's real. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. I'll summon him. I'll summon him to come and fucking kick your ass. You just watch. No, you're full of shit, stupid idiot. Have another beer. What the fuck? You're a fucking moron. There's no such thing as Bigfoot. Then he starts hooting and clacking fucking branches and shit, the oars together from his boat. Fucking
Anyway.
Bigfoot doesn't come, and he's like, fuck it, I gotta kill this guy anyways, because he doesn't believe in Bigfoot.
So a woman tried to buy a baby at Walmart.
How?
So she was at the self-checkout lane at the grocery store where a woman with a baby with blonde hair and blue eyes was about to pay. The baby's appearance must have caught her attention because she began asking the mother if she could purchase the baby.
Did that bitch get fucking punched in the face? What the fuck?
Well,
how much you got? Is that what they said?
Taylor offered $250,000, and she had the money ready. Of course, she told told her the baby wasn't for sale. So once they went out to the parking lot, the chick went berserk. So yeah, the cops came and arrested her. It was in Houston. She went berserk. Of course, it was in Houston. Why wouldn't it be in Houston?
She went berserk because what?
Because the lady wouldn't sell her child.
Really? That lady went crazy? Oh man, dude, if she had the money ready, I would have fucking knocked her out and took her money and left.
Okay, so
What is she gonna do?
Okay, so she was arrested on the felony charge of sale or purchase of a child. Taylor denied the allegations to Fox Houston and said she was minding her own business and merely there to buy a pee pad for her Pomeranian. Okay, she owns a Pomeranian. She's probably nuts. Anyway, a woman.
Yeah, I'm sure there's fucking cameras right there at all the registers.
Yeah. So a woman set bees on the police.
What the fuck? Where are you getting these stories, man?
Dude, this is from Grunge. So, Massachusetts resident Rory Woods unleashed a swarm of bees on police officers.
But why? And how? What? Did she just summon the?
Well, she was fighting
the
against
honey?
the foreclosure. She was fighting against the foreclosure on her home, and when the sheriffs came up to lock her out, she sicked her bees.
She's a
on
beekeeper.
them. Yeah,
she's a beekeeper, so she just opened her hives.
Yep, she protected herself with a beekeeper suit and set her bees free.
What? The cops just decide to get their own bee suit.
So here's a guy's weird scheme to get hired at Disney. David Proudfoot. I wonder if he's related to Stephanie Proudfoot that we went to school with. Anyway. He tried to prove his worth to Disney, but ended up committing a crime. He dressed up as a security worker at Disney World before even landing the job and proceeded to remove a replica of R2-D2 and a game machine. And he told investigators that he wanted to reveal holes in Disney's security system. Instead, he went to jail for stealing. So, yeah. That was ridiculous. Bloomfield marriage proposal gone awry. Romantic wedding proposal became the scene of a very strange crime. The incident occurred at a boat in Biscayne Bay, Miami, where the future groom, Tom Rivas, got down on one knee and proposed, but he wasn't aware of what happened next. Two people popped celebratory balloons lining the boat and littered them into the ocean. The action was a hazardous event for the environment because of sea turtles, and it's illegal to release more than 10 balloons into the air. So he got $23,000 in fines for letting go a bunch of balloons.
Hey, baby, I love you.
My proposal costed me $23,000 on top of this tacky ass ring I gave you.
Yep. A bride laced her wedding guests' food with PDT. What's that?
Pot. With pot, weed.
Oh, it's POT, not PDT. Yeah. I don't have my glasses on. Sorry.
Yeah, chicken fish, or anybody who doesn't want pot, like dosing somebody with any drug without their knowledge is illegal.
You're right.
Anyway, so yeah.
Well, I mean, what was it, like pot butter that was in there? What, like?
She and her caterer laced everyone's meals with cannabis.
Oh, it's not her fault then. It's the caterer.
Well, it was her and the caterer. One of the groom's relatives started hallucinating, was paranoid that someone she knew died. The wedding devolved into chaos, and local fire and rescue eventually arrived. Strangely, both bride Danya Svoboda and the caterer Jocelyn Bryant were nonchalant about drugging guests and treated the ordeal like a playful prank. But it's certainly a crime, and especially in places like Florida where recreational marijuana is illegal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's idiot.
Yeah, so they got felonies for food tampering and delivering marijuana, along with misdemeanor culpable negligence.
Well, that catering business needs to be shut down.
Well, I mean, she's gonna be in prison, so her catering business is shut down.
You can't be fucking with people's food, dude.
Yeah, no shit. So anyway,
I mean,
So a tourist disappointed he couldn't meet the Pope. So let's see how crazy this one is.
Did he poop
So
himself?
Pope Francis is thankful, thanks to heavens that he was saved from meeting one unhinged tourist. An American visitor to the Museo Chiaramonti in the Vatican started smashing ancient Roman sculptures after being told he couldn't meet the Pope. That is crazy.
Where was he from?
The U.S.
Where was that
That's
guy
all it
from?
says. Sounds like a Florida man to me.
He's from the U.S.
Yeah.
What kind of idiot goes thinks that he's even gonna get to meet the Pope? Spends all this money from America to get over there, and then does something stupid like that.
So yeah, they were considered minor works, but they were 2,000 years old.
So they weren't minor works.
A not so gentleman pulls a gun at a Family Dollar.
Oh God! Oh, of course.
So everyone seems to have an opinion of opening doors for other people and how you should thank those who open doors for you. Nevertheless, it appears civility is quite dead. Case in point, New Haven resident Joshua Murray, Saturday afternoon at a Family Dollar, opened the door for two female strangers, and that's where his kindness ended. After the women didn't thank him, he became upset, drew a gun, and pointed it at them. Apparently,
What an idiot.
Apparently, nobody told Murray good deeds shouldn't be conditional. And when the cops came, he didn't have a permit for the gun either. So,
oh my God.
Yeah. So don't know the final end of that case, but he was held on $25,000 bond. All right, so here we are, Florida man. 3 Florida men stole $1.3 million in seafood.
Jesus Christ!
They almost caught up with that chicken.
Yeah, 0.2 million off. His seafood's not worth as much, huh?
So we've all heard of Florida man, so we can imagine what 3 can do. Apparently, steal $1.3 million in seafood, according to the Miami Herald via Yahoo. 3 men from Miami-Dade County posed as buyers for a supermarket in order to take $1 million worth of seafood from a Fort Lauderdale food importer. The heist began as they posed under the name Brian Gomez to make several purchases over the course of a month. The men managed to complete all the purchases and transfer them to a facility in Weston. The import company in Tuno began suspecting something was wrong early August after we were informed that the supermarket didn't employ a Brian Gomez. And so Florida Highway Patrol caught him, and they are charged with grand theft cargo over $50,000. Father threatens police with an excavator.
Oh yeah, I want to see this. What?
Now you see why I was a little late getting started, dude. Like after I started the chicken story, it just like turned into like the longest, weirdest fucking rabbit hole ever. I've got more of this. I could do a 3-hour show with all the weird shit I found in like 30 minutes. So
I bet.
Yeah, the father threatens police with an excavator. So 24-year-old Brandon Talman, who reportedly assaulted a mother and her son in Woodbury, Vermont home on June 12th. Talman and his lawyer later said that one of the 2 victims had thrown a beer bottle at his head while he was driving, but Talman exited his car and began physically assaulting the son, giving him a concussion. He then forced himself into their home. 2 days later, state troopers visited Brandon's parents, Wayne and Amy Talman. Brandon was present and resisted arrest while the parents did everything in their power to prevent him being taken into custody. Amy held onto Brandon so that the troopers couldn't grab him, and Wayne pulled at one of the troopers' arms. Things escalated when Wayne, who owned an excavating business, powered on his excavator and began to swing it wildly over the troopers' cars and threatened to crush it. Troopers had to dodge the bucket. But since all the damage was the dirty vehicle, it was a struggle to arrest Wayne, but it was eventually done, and he was charged with aggravated assault felony. He pleaded guilty, and he was sentenced to 90 days in jail, and he's now out. But he's forbidden from using an excavator unsupervised. Who's supposed to supervise him?
His dad.
All right, so back to chicken. Tyson Food CFO fell asleep in the wrong house.
What?
So if you're heir to the Tyson Foods and you share the name Tyson, the last thing you want to do is embarrass the family name. Enter John R. Tyson, Chief Financial Officer of the Meat Giant and great-grandson of the original founder, John W. Tyson. In the early hours of November 6th, Tyson heir wandered drunkenly into a home that wasn't his, took off his clothes, and fell asleep in a stranger's bed. The resident of the home called the police and said Tyson was likely able to enter since the door had been unlocked. However, he was still charged with public intoxication and criminal trespassing. Arresting him was another matter, though. After trying to wake him, Tyson went right back to sleep, apparently still drunk.
Thought it was his house still.
Yeah. So he was already scrutinized for not having enough experience when he became the CFO anyway. So Beyond Meat chief operating officer bit the wrong kind of meat. So let's see here. Beyond Meat is a plant-based meat producer known for being the vegan and vegetarian friendly, so certainly excludes cannibalism. COO Doug Ramsey certainly didn't represent the company's values when he bit off the tip of a man's nose. That's not vegan. But yeah, he punched the car's windshield, the back windshield. When the driver got out, Ramsey punched him in the nose, bit off his nose, and threatened to kill him. So
you're gonna eat me.
Yeah. So that shit was just hilarious. So anyway, but we do have news since it is election season. I did have something here for Kamala though. So
Kamala?
Yeah. Kamala, straight up Kamala. Where's the story? Well, I got to get past all these chicken crimes. Oh wait, where? I accidentally closed it while I was closing all the other stories. Anyway, so Kamala's latest proposal is price controls. So,
price fixing, Soviet style.
Yeah,
we're all gonna be fucking rolling up to Starbucks with our fucking wheelbarrows full of fucking pennies and shit, fucking stacks of cash because we're so fucked.
Okay, so
our dollar is worthless.
Here's CNN's headline on it. Okay, so Harris called for a federal ban on price gouging to lower costs in first economic policy speech. Okay, so here's a couple problems with that. Here it is. Accidentally showing everybody my
you just doxed yourself. You doxed yourself,
yeah,
Coca-Cola.
Rob the Warmonger, and has my email. So anyway, the problem with price controls is, first of all, it's not understanding how anything works. Okay, so if you had the companies make zero profit, like when you go to the grocery store, like say a can of soup. So if they told them you can't make any profit on that can of soup, can you guess how much they would sell that can of soup for? 1 cent less. These big stores, the bulk of the stuff that they sell, they only make a penny per item. Once you calculate in the cost of electricity and maintaining the stores, and shipping and all of that, once everything's figured out, each canned item they make a penny on. The meat, they have like a 30% markup, but by the time you get done calculating out how much it costs to refrigerate that shit and to transport it in refrigerated transportation, they make like a penny a pound.
Get it packaged,
yeah. Now, what she doesn't realize is the government is actually doing the majority of the fuck this shit. No, thank you. when it shows on true streams.
Not from
it's like, I remember it.
CNN.
God no. Anyway, so what the federal government could do to lower prices, though, is get rid of business taxes, because the cost would then come down for the farmer,
the business,
the processor,
yep.
the distributor,
Everybody,
the retailer. That's 4 times the price would get cut by about 10%.
Then
So
on top of that, you start dealing with the energy, right? Energy prices.
I'm just talking about how they could directly
Yeah,
lower prices
no, I know.
with one government action. Okay.
Right.
Bringing down the prices, like, they're not going to deflate the prices. That's something that, like, Trump, I think, is like digging himself a hole on anyways, because he can't bring down prices, and you don't want to. If you deflate the currency, it gets even worse. So, because it'll cost even more to pay back the loans.
Right.
So, like, the 1 trillion they borrowed in yesterday's dollars, now it only costs them 600 billion. But the problem is, like, the government just keeps growing, and now our debt's so high that like 70% of the money they're taking in goes towards paying on the credit. That would be like if you had, okay, so this is how bad the government is at money. So if you say you net took home $100,000 a year or $120,000 a year, that's $10,000 a month. It would be like $7,000 of every month you're paying on your credit card, and your balance isn't going down. You're just paying the interest. That's how bad the government is with money.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Like,
think about it. Like, if someone gives you $1,000 to just go and spend, you don't have to worry about paying it back. Are you going to be frugal with it? Like the normal person is not going to be frugal with it. They're going to be like, oh, but now if it was 1,000 of your dollars that you had to work for, are you going to be frugal with it? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, because every penny you spend means your time and your labor.
Right, and that's something that Dan Bongino pointed out, and that's why I was like, oh, that's a good point. Yeah, so why would the government be? They spend $90,000 on a bag of fucking washers for an F-16.
Okay, but here's the real problem. So putting price caps on stuff, you know what's going to happen when companies can't make any money on it because of the price cap? They just stop producing
Stagnation. Yeah.
No product.
Right.
Like
stagnant.
No, not stagnant, non-existent. Like if farms cannot sell their cows at a profit, they won't fucking raise cows anymore. They'll raise chickens instead, etc. You know what I mean?
Well, no, because then the chickens will get stolen.
Just their legs.
They will. They will. You will automatically see fucking chicken. No, I see what you just the wings. But
no, so anything.
But yeah, no. Wait.
So they do the same fucking thing in the Philippines, and everything that they put price controls on, you can't find stores.
Fails. Right? Because why would I sell something that I can't make a profit off of? The whole point in selling and the marketplace is to make money.
Right. And so in the Philippines, like all of these little stores, like that set up, like they have almost like, okay, so first of all, like nobody there has a car, which is what they're trying to do to us. So you need to do all your shopping at the little markets, but the little markets don't carry anything. Why? Because there's a set price on everything, but the producers can't produce it for less than that. So they can't buy it anywhere and still make a profit. So they just don't carry the shit. So like the only thing that's under price control that you can still buy in the Philippines is rice. Everything else, you have to go to a big market store, usually 10, 15, 20 miles away from your house when you don't have a car in order to buy the shit. So, and that's exactly what would happen. Like if they put price controls on anything, the companies that produce them if their costs go up, they'll just stop producing. They'll just get out of the business and go into something else.
Well, look at the tenement housing, like in Philadelphia and New York, that's rent controlled,
Mm-hmm.
right? The buildings are shit. They're just
Yeah, because
garbage,
you
right?
can't afford to maintain them if you can't raise
Right.
the, like, okay, having like
Then
$100 per unit's fine, but then when $100 is worth about $30, then you can't afford to fix anything.
right, and then you've got then they blame it on the slumlords or the managers of these tenement buildings.
Yeah, but 90% of the time when they try and charge people for being slumlords, it turns out the price controls are the reason why they can't do it. They
Exactly.
aren't making any profit on the buildings. As a matter of fact, most of them are operating at a loss and under heavy debt because of the price controls.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
And
why
now is the
in
city
New York,
helping them out?
no. So like in New
No,
York
they
City,
can't because they're spending a bunch of money on fucking illegal immigrants to live in fucking lavish hotels.
right? So there was a building in New York City that like sold like 10 years ago for $320 million or something like that, and just sold for like 3 million because it's about to go into price controls, and whoever owns the building won't be able to maintain it. So the company that bought it, they're planning on just demolition in it and making a new building.
Right. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, fuck, let's go buy it and
Mhm.
fucking not make it a fucking apartment.
But yeah, they sold it for the price they sold it for less than the value of the land because obviously they have to pay the expensive demolitioning the building.
Mm-hmm.
But why? Because of price controls.
Yep.
Like it doesn't work. And what's the biggest problem in New York City? You can't find a fucking apartment because everything's price controlled. Although I saw
Or it's astronomical.
Yeah, I saw a couple funny stories where like hotels that rent it out by the month, there's like actually a loophole in the law where they have to present you an eviction, but if they present you an eviction, it means that you're a tenant. So like the people have been like, one of the guys have been living in this old New York City hotel for like 10 years rent free.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you saying I'm a tenant? Are you an apartment?
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
And nobody knows, so nobody's gonna change the law.
Well, I mean, they know, but what are they going to do if they change the law? Then it affects all the reasons why the law was
Mm-hmm.
put in to begin with to protect tenants.
Right.
So what it
That's
what it
hilarious.
really has done is it made sure that most hotels won't rent to you for more than 27 days.
Which is fine. Which is fine. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, for people that have to go to work to New York City for like 6 months or whatever.
yeah.
So, but it's
Go
hilarious.
buy a flat. Buy a flat
But
and
like,
fucking Airbnb it.
Yeah, it's a very specific window. It's hotels that rent by the month that are over a certain number of years old that fall under the tenement laws. But it's just hilarious. But yeah, so I mean, the idea of price controls is stupid. The whole thing where she's like sitting there saying that companies are price gouging is a lie to begin with.
Hell, she's a flip flopper.
Well, okay, so most of these companies are publicly traded companies, so you can see their financials and what they go and look at. Like, here, let me see if I can pull up one of these financial reports. So, okay. So there's a specific line I'm looking for. So give me a second.
Yeah, no, dead air sucks.
Well, say something. Say something brilliant and entertaining,
dude. Why do women think that vagina is an okay word, but pussy is a disgusting word? You ever notice that women won't say pussy; they'll say vagina. Like,
Yeah.
especially like comedians. I'm like, what's the deal? What is two syllables way more than three? So you gotta like make it more complicated because you're a fucking woman? Is that why you say vagina and can't say pussy? Do you say penis or do you say cock? Women will say cock or dick. Nobody uses penile to describe anything. Well, I guess the penile system, right? I got the penile system. Oh,
I
I'm
don't know
just saying, man.
why does everything men build end up being phallic in nature?
I don't know.
Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos race to build a bigger penis.
You think? You think that's what it is? I mean,
Okay, so here
because
we go.
like NASA's rockets didn't look like that, did they? I think they were just. I think they were doing it as like a mega troll from fucking Austin Powers.
Is that the one? I think that's the one. Okay.
Why?
So here we go. So we're gonna be looking at a financial. Okay, so these sales are like in the millions, billions. Hold on, where's the line? Millions. Okay, so 42,000 million. That means 42 billion, right? So that's their sales. Okay. So, but if you look down here, this line here, this is the profit margin, right? That's the percentage of profit. Like operating margin, like before taxes. Okay.
What is the percentage? What is it? I can't read that shit. It's
6%,
way too small.
6.5%, 7%. Okay. So even though the operating income went from 3 billion to 42 billion, the profit margin stayed within 2%. So they increased their sales by a factor of, what is that? 15? 14? So 14 times the sales. The profit really didn't go up much. Now the
How
the
that
growth,
means? Does that mean that they're wasting a lot?
no, it means their expenses go up with everything else.
With wait, because their sales went up,
Yeah, their sales went up,
but their profits didn't.
exactly. So the sales went up from 14
So
billion
they were
gross sales.
selling. So they were selling more, but they weren't making any more profit off
Well,
of
but they weren't selling
selling
more. So remember everything. So this is Tyson. This is sticking on the chicken thing. Okay. So they had $14 billion in sales in 2017, 15 billion. Well, it's 14.8 and 15.8, right? So an increase of $1 billion in sales, right?
Okay, so you would expect something like that. I mean,
Right.
not you would want more, but I mean that seems par to the course.
Okay. So their profits was 900 million.
Right, but their profits didn't increase at all.
Right. But that means their expenses for that first year was the expenses were 14 billion in order to get 14.9 billion dollars in sales.
Right.
And now their expenses are 14.7 billion to get 15.8 billion in sales. They made 1.1 billion in profit. So they made an extra 2% in profit, but then when you go down to their actual operating margin for the most recent year, it was 5.3%. Compared to the year before that, it was 7.4%. So you get what I'm saying?
You know what's
So when the
yeah, but you know what's ridiculous though is even though that's only 6% or 5.4%, like you're saying, that's still a lot of fucking money though.
right,
But they
I
had to become a
understand.
huge but they had to build themselves that way. But like if you fix it, like you said, why would they continue to make shit that they
No, but here's the
cannot make a
question.
profit off of?
So how many chicken legs do you think they sell in a year?
I would hope that they. I don't know how many
So
chickens do they sell in a year.
let's say their business was just chicken legs, then they'd be selling like 100 billion chicken legs, which means they're only making like 28 cents a chicken leg. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So where are they how low are they supposed to make the price of a chicken leg? You take out 1 cent and that's $100 million gone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, okay, so they drop them 5 cents. Now they don't have profit and they don't have a company anymore.
Yeah, yeah. And then the government has to take over.
Yeah, and so
and they're not going to do.
So what Kamala doesn't understand is these companies posting these huge dollar amounts. It's a teeny tiny amount on a massive volume. Okay.
Yeah.
And so they're like making a penny for every $100 in sales, and they're acting like they're being greedy. No, the final number is just a lot because they sell so much, but on the individual unit, you can't lower the price without incurring a loss.
Dude.
Does that make sense? And like it's the same thing with gas.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense, but what doesn't make sense is you're looking at me and not the camera.
Okay, well, is that better?
Because I'm looking at you and my cam. Well, I'm trying to. My camera's right here, so
there
you go.
There, is that better?
Yeah.
All right.
Now it looks like you're looking at us.
Except when I'm looking up at the shit that I'm pulling up on the computer on the screen above. So for my setup for everybody watching, like I've got a computer over here, I've got a computer over here, I've got this over here, and then I've got another computer on a 55-inch TV over here. So my studio's got a pimped out setup. Mostly thanks to my honey boo.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's the thing. So that's the things that they're not like understanding. They're like, oh, Walmart made $100 billion. Yeah, Walmart sold like 50 trillion items. And once all was said and done, they made like 2 cents on each item. Okay.
But
you cannot price control that.
But okay. But is it really that they don't understand that?
No,
these are the people that are pushing for socialism, and the outcome of that seems like socialism is what's going to happen. I mean, her team has said just now that they're not going to push Medicare for all.
Okay,
but they're going to.
So the reason Kamala Harris doesn't fucking understand is she was never a fucking lawyer. She never ran a business. She was a fucking law clerk for a while, and then she sucked fucking dick until she got into public office. She never had to run a budget. She doesn't know how anything works. You know what I mean? And then by the time when she's running campaigns, she hires somebody that knows money to do that, and the money's completely different because you can't make a profit on a political campaign.
Nope.
And she has no cost for that because all the money coming in is free.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was a coup.
The people that do the worst damage to our country are people that don't understand what the fuck they're doing. Okay.
And they're getting paid to do it.
Yeah, fucking look at the damage that Obama did. All he ever was a politician. The damage that Clinton did, all he ever was a politician. The damage that Biden did, all he ever was a politician. Like you would think that the fucking Democrats would realize all their fucking leaders have never done anything but be politicians. How are they supposed to make good policy on doing shit? First of all, they've already been in fucking policy, in public policy their whole life, and they haven't fixed the goddamn thing. So clearly, they're not capable of doing the one thing that they set out to do and have done their entire careers. And then on the second hand, how are they supposed to fix anything when they don't know how it works? Okay, well, I know if I push my foot on the gas, the car's going to go. That doesn't make me a mechanic that can fix it. Well, I mean, I actually can, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Okay, but these people sit there and watch everything works and think that they can fix it, but they don't fucking understand how it operates.
No.
And yet yeah, so like, it's funny. I guarantee you the same fucking people that vote for Democrats aren't going to go and fucking hire somebody that's never been in a car before to fix their car. And yet that's who they try and hire to fix their country.
Well, I don't know. A Democrat might let a fucking tranny that's not qualified to fix their car before they let me fix their car.
Maybe.
And the thing is I would treat their car just the same as anybody else's car.
Yep. Anyways, everybody,
So
we're at an hour, so I hope that in little rant explained why fucking Kamala Harris is dangerous, and the same reason why every Democratic politician has done it. The last time the Democrats had a major politician that actually ran a business, like even Walz was a fucking teacher. Like he never fucking ran anything in his life either. Like in his fucking service, he wasn't even fucking real military. He was National Guard.
you're a
Okay, we
fucking
all saw the
douchebag. Shut up.
he was
I was National Guard, you asshole.
okay, but you went and served. When he finally got called up to serve, what'd he do? He ran like a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay,
But still, they all get trained the same, is what I'm
okay,
saying.
that's fucking great, but he never served anywhere.
No, yeah, and I think that's bullshit. But he was in service.
Okay, that's great.
He was a non-commissioned officer, so he was an idiot. I'm not trying to stick up for the guy. I hate the guy, but he did serve, and I respect his service as a fellow service member,
Okay.
regardless of whether he was in
Okay,
the fucking
I don't
National
believe
Guard
the
or
man.
Army or
I
whatever.
don't believe the man served. He was a fucking teacher that showed up 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year, so he could get the extra fucking money. He wasn't a goddamn thing because when it came,
He was one of those guys at Desert Storm that said 1 weekend a month my ass hanging off the side of their fucking 113s.
Yeah. And then this motherfucker, when it came time for him to actually deploy, to actually serve, he ran like a bitch. All he was there was for the extra money and for the fucking ego to say, oh, I was part of it. Most of the fucking people that end up serving in the National Guard is because they fucking can't go full time for whatever reason. Okay. But then like probably half of the fucking people in the National Guard sign up because they want the GI benefits. And all you have to do is serve the 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Like it's horseshit. I've known both of them. Like, and a lot of the people that I've known that were on the other side ended up going active at the end of their reserve service. You know what I mean? But like if you were 24 years in the National Guard, you were just a fucking clout chasing piece of shit getting a little extra money from Uncle Sam.
Made it all the way up to Master Sergeant.
Wait, isn't that the fake rank that he has?
No, Sergeant Major. Command Sergeant Major is what he's trying to. So he was just a Sergeant Major. He wasn't Command Sergeant Major.
So, but that's all I got to say. Sorry if I offended anybody that served in the National Guard that actually wanted to serve your country, but that's not what that piece of shit was.
I don't think you did, because most people who say that they serve their country and would be offended by something like that wouldn't be offended by that because free speech. So, love you all, revelers.
Peace out. Y'all have a great night. I hope that shit ends up going viral on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Formerly known as X.
What did you do to the button? It's still Twitter. It'll always be Twitter. Because you know why it was better when it was Twitter? Because if it's called Twitter and you send tweets, and that means all the people using it are twits.